While the biggest releases often dominate the spotlight, plenty of promising games are quietly making progress behind the scenes. Here are the titles that deserve more attention and could end up surprising a lot of players when they arrive. Let's get into it!
The visions!
Raji Kalyuga takes place 6 years after the previous conflict as Mahabalasura breaks open the heavens and throws multiple realms into war. Players control both Raji and Darsh, with character switching tied to story events, while each serves as a companion to the other. Raji uses acrobatic martial arts, the divine Trishul, and a dedicated evasion system for combat and movement. Darsh uses cities to manipulate gravity, time, and energy through a separate power system that provides different combat and traversal abilities.
Say it.
Mahabalasura! He's not just coming. He's already part of everything that's breaking.
He always was, Dash.
Didi, this isn't a place meant for the living.
Then why does it feel like it remembers us?
Because Vitala isn't just a ring. It's everything the world tried to forget. Careful! Even the light here isn't what it seems.
I'm not afraid of what's broken.
You should be! I've seen what happens if we fail.
Then stop looking at the future and fight with me in the present.
Yet I have no life, just form afar.
I can be found in still water clear,
On polished surfaces, so have no fear.
though I cannot speak, I always reply.
Mimicking your movements, as truth cannot lie. Tell me, child, what am I? Tell me. Tell me. Come back when you do.
The elders spoke of this long before we were born, when the heavens are opened before their time and the balance is broken. The one who sees all parts will stand at the edge of creation and chooses what survives.
Then, why me?
Because you're the only one who can stand there and not turn away. I hate that it's you. But we don't get to decide that anymore. When it happens, you choose what becomes of you.
So, my friend Don has this log cabin about 2.5 hours south down in West.
Project Songbird puts players in the role of Dakota, a musician who retreats to a remote cabin in the Appalachian forest while struggling with writer's block. The game uses a first-person perspective and tells a psychological horror story through both natural locations and unsettling dreamscapes. Players uncover story details, move through different environments, and use ranged and melee weapons. Weapons can be upgraded to help deal with the dangers encountered throughout the narrative.
Say.
This is what I'm most afraid of.
Today at 2:37, we experienced a powerful EN strike.
Static Dread. The Submarine places players aboard a military submarine trapped deep in the North Atlantic after contact with the surface is lost. Acting as the captain's right hand, players assign tasks, maintain discipline, and manage a crew struggling with fear and madness. Sonar is used to scan the ocean and identify unknown signals, while difficult decisions affect both the mission and the people on board as strange horrors emerge from the depths.
You're in shock. I'll get you some sedatives.
We have only 5 days until a core meltdown.
Now take your post.
Use the sonar in the mainframe to estimate which ship we should follow.
Damn, I almost boiled alive there. What the fuck?
He's gonna be fine, right?
We might be dealing with a saboteur. But who? Is that why Captain is hiding?
This is my personal handgun. Do whatever it takes.
Please, give him a chance.
Shoot it.
Will you shoot us too?
Project Madras takes place in Chennai and uses the city as the main setting for its open-world gameplay. Players can move through locations such as Marina Beach, Mount Road, and other landmarks while taking part in a story connected to the city. The game includes a day and night cycle, changing weather conditions, and thousands of NPCs. Different neighborhoods, local culture, and everyday life play a major role in how players interact with the environment. Edge of Memories takes place on the continent of Avaris, where a plague known as the corrosion transforms people, animals, and plants into dangerous creatures. Players control Aline and fight alongside allies in real-time battles built around combos, special abilities, and companion skills. Eline can also use the corrosion within herself to enter a berserker form with powerful attacks. Outside combat, players travel across Avaris, ride a Necrophosis, and access new routes as locations change during the story.
Of extinction. To save what remains, young soul whisperer Aline and her allies journey across the continent, desperately seeking a cure. Combat in Edge of Memories is fast-paced and action-packed. Chain devastating combos of light and heavy attacks, and time your dodges perfectly to overwhelm your foes. The corrosion runs through Aline's veins, a curse, but also a weapon. Feed her rage with every strike and perfect dodge until you can unleash its fury and transform into a terrifying, corroded black beast.
What happened?
You fight alongside two allies, Kanta and Isaurus. Command their devastating elemental skills to control the battlefield, shatter defenses, and disable your enemy's most powerful attacks. But their true strength lies in teamwork. Weave their abilities to render foes vulnerable and give Aline the opportunity to annihilate them with brutal finishers. Your power and versatility grow on your journey. Each level gained by Elaine or her companions grants an echo, allowing you to draw from Eileen's fragmented memory to bring forth new combos, skills, and abilities. Customize your approach by creating up to 3 strategic sets, each combining a passive ability of Eileen with 2 elemental skills from your allies. Find the perfect synergies and switch between your loadouts on the fly to adapt to any threat. Edge of Memories is a semi-open world. You explore Avaris, a continent of breathtaking landscapes, slowly succumbing to the corrosion.
First time in Sarladura?
Huh? Yeah. What gave it away? The clothes or the stupid grin on my face?
True exploration is a team effort, and you won't be alone to cross these vast distances. On the back of your adorable Neckaroo, you quickly gallop across the land, climb up walls, and reach distant platforms. Your allies will be essential as well. Unleash their elemental skills to destroy obstacles blocking your path, and have Esaurus hack into ancient technology to solve cryptic puzzles and unlock secret areas. Side quests are few, and each one is a meaningful addition to the story and its characters. No fillers, no endless grinding. The game is a focused adventure, designed to be compelling from start to finish. Edge of Memories releases later this year. Travel across a dying continent and uncover the secrets hidden within Eileen's fading memory, alongside companions who believe that lost causes are still worth fighting for.
Full Circle tells the story of young fighters who leave a city in the sky and uncover hidden truths about a world divided between the heavens and the surface below. Players build a party from active and reserve members and take part in turn-based battles that use timed inputs to chain attacks, trigger combos, and switch characters during combat. Each character has unique abilities such as deploying turrets, hacking machines, or taming creatures. Outside battle, players travel through different regions, complete quests, and uncover secrets across the world. Island of Winds takes place in a mystical version of 17th century Iceland, where Brynhildr, a young balance keeper, searches for her missing mentor and uncovers mysteries tied to a fractured land. Players use the Staff of Balance to cast spells, solve environmental puzzles, and interact with creatures inspired by Icelandic folklore. The game spans semi-open regions filled with hidden lore, optional stories, and ancient secrets. Magic, observation, and empathy help overcome obstacles and resolve the troubles affecting the island.
Velkomin í verndarvættatör.
Terminal War centers on a conflict between the Federal faction, the Free States faction, and the Rebellion faction as they fight across a divided United States. Players take part in 4v4 multiplayer battles that combine third-person shooting, close-quarters combat, and melee executions. Ammunition and supplies are limited, making resource management an important part of each match. Loadouts are kept focused, with each weapon serving a specific role. Players can approach objectives through careful planning or direct confrontation, depending on the situation. Hands Over puts 5 players around a table, where simple games turn into tense multiplayer challenges with lasting consequences. Players take turns facing minigames while using influence cards to alter outcomes, protect themselves, sabotage opponents, or create unexpected events. Bluffing and reading other players are important parts of each match, as conditions can change quickly. Mistakes can eliminate players from the round, leaving only one participant remaining at the table by the end.
Fifth Terran Task Force, begin.
Zero Space combines real-time strategy gameplay with a story-driven campaign where players command Protectorate forces during a conflict across the Orion sector. Players recruit heroes and crew members, upgrade their mothership, and build armies using units and structures drawn from multiple factions. Battles involve strategic unit control supported by streamlined command systems and hero abilities. Alongside the campaign, a shared galaxy map allows players to take part in large-scale territorial warfare across different multiplayer and cooperative modes.
What the hell is that? HQ, are you seeing this?
We are receiving a distress signal. What is most important to you, Prefect Aster?
Go to hell.
Aster, the tide has turned. We've always been the spear tip of mankind, but now we're the shield. We cannot fail again.
Perceptum casts players as a medium investigating the unexplained disappearance of a family inside an unsettling house. Progress depends on searching for clues, solving puzzles, and using 2 key abilities. A mirror reveals hidden traces and things that cannot normally be seen, while closing your eyes allows you to detect sounds and whispers connected to the beyond. The game takes place in a linear setting where changing surroundings and strange occurrences gradually reveal the truth behind the case. Anima's song from the Abysses revolves around Soren and Noeen, 2 characters whose lives become connected after a mysterious event sends them into the abyss. Players switch between both characters during traversal and combat, using their different abilities and skill trees to overcome challenges. The game features action-focused battles, weapon forging, large boss encounters, and an interconnected map filled with hidden areas. Dialogue choices and player actions also influence character relationships and story outcomes. Psych Rift begins inside an abandoned underground research lab, where a dark entity has turned the nightmares of former researchers into reality. Players use a telekinetic glove to move objects, solve physics-based puzzles, break obstacles, and distract threats while navigating dangerous environments. Each nightmare world contains a unique monster that can be avoided, defeated, or befriended depending on the chosen approach. Shifting gravity, transforming rooms, hidden activities, and multiple endings add further layers to progression.
After eons untold, a lone wanderer.
Necrophosis takes place in a decaying realm affected by a curse that spreads deterioration across everything it touches. Players move through unsettling environments from a first-person perspective while uncovering mysteries hidden within the world's history. Progress depends on solving puzzles that reveal new parts of the narrative and unlock further paths forward. Story details are delivered through environmental storytelling, narration, and poetry as players encounter strange locations and characters shaped by the curse.
Your destination.
Every being that has ever existed, they are all you. You are the vessel, the seed, the sacrifice.
Foolish consciousness, we are woven from the nightmares of a far greater being. Rise, wanderer. The time will come when you must face the final sacrifice.
Following in Armstrong's footsteps, I can almost feel the history under my boots.
Lunar Strike takes place in humanity's final lunar colony, where a junior archivist is tasked with preserving its knowledge and history as a crisis unfolds. The game revolves around recovering scientific, cultural, and personal records while investigating an act of sabotage that threatens the settlement. Players gather evidence through forensic reconstruction, manage resources such as oxygen and power, and maintain critical systems needed for survival. Decisions about what information to preserve or abandon influence the story and its possible outcomes.
Mankind will forget who they were. Just do it.
Never. You hear? Never. Mass murder is not the way. I don't know. Am I mistaking data for an afterlife? But if memory isn't worth saving, what is?
Never Be Alone drops players into a post-apocalyptic landscape where survivors contend with zombies, hostile groups, and the challenges of daily survival. Players survive alone or in cooperative play by gathering resources, crafting equipment, building bases, and managing needs such as hunger, thirst, temperature, and health. The game includes different zombie types, hostile human factions, farming, hunting, fishing, vehicles, and weapon customization. Dynamic weather, seasonal conditions, and a day-night cycle influence travel, visibility, and survival strategies. Cat Trails stars a house cat traveling through Nanoha Town during cherry blossom season while making its way towards Sakurana Shrine. Players use feline abilities such as wall jumping, digging, dashing, and paw swats to reach new areas and uncover hidden items. Cat food increases stamina, allowing longer movement chains and access to more locations. Along the way, players can help local residents, collect rewards, and discover secrets scattered throughout the countryside.